I'm going to say this quite clear. There's a recording I've heard from somebody else ringing the 101 call centre. Only turns out the people who work for the call centre who are the police are just fobbing people off. And when you ask for the caller number, apparently it goes against the policy that they can't give out their own caller numbers. And if you make a complaint about a certain police officer, they put you in direct contact with that same police officer who's corrupt, who stitched you up. Greater Manchester Police are using caller numbers given to police officers in the past who have done good things for the public and are no longer with the police. This is what's going on now. So Greater Manchester Police is once again corrupt. Greater Manchester Police protects criminals. Greater Manchester Police picks on victims and turns them into a criminal. Puts them in jail, fitted up, and that's why you'll find with this one piece I'm going to show you is why this police officer's so knocked off for is because one inmate has done the right thing by stabbing another inmate to stay in prison, so then that police officer who was waiting on the outside doesn't get any funding from the government, because he was sent there because he knew that that inmate was being let out of prison, and that inmate who was on the inside knew this, and that's why he did it for. Yeah, so there you go. The police officer himself who refused to help members of the public who were being stabbed in the street, and he just sat in his car and did nothing because he was too busy sulking about he wasn't getting the taxpayers' money, because the inmate he was waiting for outside that prison turned out the inmate have already stabbed somebody else in prison to remain in prison because he knew this person wouldn't get that money. So the death of these two police officers was down to Swinton police custody staff. How they was killed. Because Greater Manchester Police is corrupt. Greater Manchester Police protects drug dealers and pissheads. They can't prosecute a pisshead because they can't sober them up. So that's why they don't bother with a pisshead. Instead, they go after an innocent person, and this is the police, to stitch up in place of them. The Manchester bombing, which happened in 1996, from the IRA, well, Greater Manchester Police is to blame for that because they moved around with that bomb and they didn't know what they were doing. So because they blew up Manchester city centre, then Greater Manchester Police get the blame for that, and that's all of them up and down the country are all to blame for that. And Greater Manchester Police is to blame for the Manchester Arena bombing as well, because they did the little test drill in the Trafford Centre which given the people the idea what to do. So Greater Manchester Police is to blame for that. So I recommend to everybody is block the 101 call centre number on your mobile devices, and also block the 999 calls as well, because the NHS are killers as well, because they go around killing babies. Them identities then become caller numbers for corrupt police officers using dead babies' names, and then the bodies has been dumped in Royston Cemetery in Oldham, which has been discovered, all done by Greater Manchester Police and the NHS. And also when you go and complain on the website, block that as well. On the GMP website, just block it, because you'll get nowhere with that. That's when Greater Manchester Police has finally fobbed you off, because they know all public complaints. And Andy Burnham is a scumbag, because he brought them idiots out of special measures. Greater Manchester Police is not to be trusted by anyone. They are scum. They are corrupt. And it's not just Greater Manchester Police, it's every single force up and down the country which is corrupt. Every single police officer, police staff, no matter who they are all corrupt. And I do not trust police at all. Greater Manchester Police are murderers and sex offenders working in every rank in Greater Manchester Police. And Greater Manchester Police are also all cracked up on crack cocaine, class B drugs. And the Operation Avro is innocent people being stitched up by police because of some sexist bitch who sits at a computer desk typing out, where she's altered all the information where Operation Avro TAU is going. Because for this sexist bitch, she don't like the police either, even though she's working there. Chief Constable Stephen Watson is corrupt. Greater Manchester Police arrest you for nothing, and then what they say then is they'll make something up when they get back to the police station because they can't think of anything else to arrest anyone on, as there is no crime being committed, and also no one's made a complaint. Every single member of the public does not trust the police at all. The RTV News is bringing out hate as well through women, and us men are now being targeted as criminals and dangerous people when we're not, because of sexist, evil women who are not into men. That's what's going on now. That's Greater Manchester Police new power, what they do.